NotebookLM will change how you create content forever, especially after you see the new updates that they've released. In this beginner-friendly tutorial, I'm going to show you why all of your content creation needs to start with NotebookLM and how it helps keep you on brand, how it helps you get more reach, and how it helps you make more money. And I'm also going to show you how starting the content creation process with NotebookLM will supercharge your content creation process inside Chat GPT so that you can create more content with less stress and make more money, get more reach, get more engagement, or reach whatever goals you have building your personal brand as a content creator. The first thing you want to do is open notebooklm.google.com or just open up your Chrome browser, click on the 9 dots to the right and scroll down until you find the NotebookLM icon. Click on it. It's going to open up a NotebookLM. Once you're inside of NotebookLM, go ahead and click create a new notebook. And now we're going to upload our sources. For what we're doing today, we're only going to upload one source. We're going to click on choose file. The only source that I have uploaded into this particular notebook is a personal brand Bible. This is a 59 or 69 page document that covers everything about my personal brand that I want to convey online as far as my particular interests, my audience interests, age, demographics, my vision, my purpose, programs, everything that you could possibly think of. And the reason this is important because one of the things about NotebookLM, which is powered by Google Gemini, is that it doesn't search the internet per se. It only pulls from the available sources. And so if you place 100 sources over here, it'll pull from 100 different items. But if you only place one, it will only pull from one. And if you're trying to build a strong personal brand and you've ever wondered about how to be more consistent to build your online presence, then this is a hack that I'm sharing with you that is going to supercharge everything that you do from this moment forward, as long as you have the right information uploaded and as much information about your personal brand as you can put together. And if you want to learn how I put together my own personal brand Bible, let me know in the comments and I'll put a video together showing you guys how to do it. NotebookLM will automatically give your notebook a title based on the document you upload. And all you have to do is click in here and change it to something else if you want to. And so I'm going to change this from Personal Brand Monetization Guide to Personal Brand Bible, because this is the only source of truth when it comes to creating content. One of the first things I like to do when I first upload a new source to NotebookLM is to get a visual representation of it. I like to read, but I'm more of a visual learner. So if we come to the right inside of the studio, and we click on mind map, it's going to generate a complete mind map of this entire document so that I can get a bird's eye view of all of the different ideas and concepts contained within this document, as well as how they relate one to another. And if you look closely, it says generating mind map based on one source. Now, if we come over here to the left, if there are multiple sources, we could check and uncheck different sources in order to generate this mind map. And you can generate as many mind maps as you want to based on your particular plan. But most of the time, you're not going to hit that limit with NotebookLM. And depending on the size of the source document that you're actually processing, this can take a little bit of time. So once you do this, it's a good time to walk away, get a cup of coffee, use the bathroom or something else, and then come back once it's complete. Now that our mind map is complete, all I have to do is click on this and it's going to expand and show me everything. But let's close it all down. So we have Personal Brand Bible Strategic Guide. And if I open this, it's going to show us the next level of items contained within this document. And so if I minimize this sum, you can get a fuller view. And so I can see my mission statement, vision statement, story brand messaging, target audience, and customer avatar, but you get the idea. And if I want to expand all nodes, then all I have to do is click this button right here in the bottom right. And now all of the nodes have expanded. And so if I minimize this further, and I know it's getting kind of difficult to see, this is our starting point right here, but you can see just how much detail actually goes into this. And so anytime I'm looking for content ideas, I can just go through this mind map and I can start looking through this and getting ideas for things that I could create content around. And then when I'm done, I can collapse all nodes. And if I wanted to save this, I could download this as a PNG image. But if so, it's only going to download what you actually see. It's not going to download the interactive mind map. So let's assume that after looking at the mind map, I have a couple of ideas for videos that I want to create. I might give it a prompt and say something like, give me a list of potential AI-powered tools that will help solopreneurs and content creators grow their business in 2026. And I don't have to say based on the document because it's only going to answer this question based on this personal brand Bible. And so we send the message over, and then it's going to give us a response based on the available sources. So as you can see, it gives us about a 1.5-page response of potential AI-powered tools for content creators and solopreneurs in 2026. And so we have AI-powered personal brand monetization systems, AI tools for content creation and differentiation, content repurposing and automation, sales and marketing, personalization and customization platforms, chatbots and automated response systems, and so on. And it also gives us references to different points in the documentation. So for instance, if we go and let's just say we look at this first sentence of the last paragraph, the market for AI is projected to grow significantly with a compound annual growth rate of 37.3% from 2023 to 2030, which suggests ample opportunities for further business expansion through AI. And we want to verify that based on our documentation. We click the 2 and it shows us that this comes from the actual threats section of this particular document. So NotebookLM is the perfect chatbot if you need an environment where you're not dealing with hallucinations. Now, one thing that is critical is that whenever you give NotebookLM a prompt and you want to keep this work, it's very important that at the end you come and you click on Save to Note, because if you click copy, you can copy this to your clipboard and paste it in a Google Doc, and that's another way to absolutely save it. But if you're still working, you want to save it to Note. Now it's a note and it's inside of your studio. So if you wanted to, you could then take this, click the 3 dots, and you can convert this to a source. Now, if I come to the left and I uncheck my personal brand Bible, I could then focus on this particular note about AI tools for solopreneur success by 2026, and I can further give NotebookLM another prompt. Let's explore the area of personalization and customization of chatbots. Recently, OpenAI released Chat GPT-4, and a lot of people were upset with it because it lost its personal edge, and personal AI, I believe, is going to be the future. Give me 3 ideas for how I can help Chat GPT consumers have a more personal experience with Chat GPT without using OpenAI's API. And as you can see, I don't have pre-recorded or pre-written prompts for the most part. I just vibe prompt. I just tell it what I want, and it works very well. AI is great at understanding what you're looking for. And so the first one is develop a personalized prompt generation and management system. That's a good idea. The second one is create an AI powered output refinement and personalization layer. I have something similar to that. And the third one, implement a contextual memory and AI-driven pre-prompt analysis tool. Now, when it comes to the contextual memory, I actually have a video that should be out by now or in a couple of days that actually deals with setting up long-term memory protocol with your own server, and it works perfect. I really don't need the Chat GPT memory because I save my own memories, and it only takes a few seconds to just copy and paste them in a form. You can watch that other video. I'll put it right here once it's out. You can see how this can easily help you create content that actually dives deeper. And so once again, I want to save that to Note. Now, this next item that I'm going to show you is not necessarily about you creating content, but it is about you staying sharp as a content creator. There's a saying that I've heard a lot of times online: if you're not learning, then you're falling behind. If you're not moving forward, then you're going backwards. So for this example, I'm inside of a different notebook, and this one is Mastering YouTube Growth Strategies and Tools for 2025. And right here, you can see that there is a audio generation that I've already created so that you can get the idea of this. And so when I play this audio, I don't know if it's going to play through the speaker. If it doesn't play through the video, I'll just lay it over, because I can click this right here and I can download this. And so now it's downloaded, so I'll add it to the video, but let me just play some of it for you right here.
Okay, you're here because you want to figure out YouTube growth for 2025. You're looking for those real strategies, the stuff that actually works without wading through, all the noise online.
Mm-hmm.
Sound about right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Let's dive right in. This is The Deep Dive. And we've gathered a whole lot of expert advice to give you those clear, actionable insights you need.
I can click this interactive mode. And then while the two hosts are carrying on with the podcast, I can actually interact with them. So I can chime in and give my remarks, and they will respond in real time as though I were present with them actually having this conversation. And it keeps you sharp because it helps you think and process ideas. And sometimes you don't have anyone that you could talk to right then at the moment, and you don't want to waste other people's time, but you do want to bounce these ideas around. And this is a great way to do it if you want to have an interactive conversation, and you can be absolutely certain that there will be no hallucination taking place because everything that's generated here is based on these documents that you've uploaded. And so the audio overview is just one way that you can stay on top of your game. Another thing that you can do is if you come to the reports, you can create a briefing doc, a study guide, an FAQ, or a timeline. And each of these has a different nuanced use case, but they're all very helpful when it comes to actually helping you understand the source material or achieve your objective with any particular notebook that you create. So for instance, if we generate a timeline based on these 12 sources, let's see what it actually gives us, because this material isn't necessarily chronological in that particular sense, since it's all about growing on YouTube. And it will be interesting to see how Gemini processes this and creates a timeline. So YouTube evolution, and this is timeline strategies and creators. So if we look at this, actually giving us a visual representation of strategies in the documents when they came out, so we can know what worked when. And so now we can convert this to a source, and then where did it go? Unselect all of them. This is the timeline. So now that we only have our timeline document selected, we can ask and say, what are the most recent strategies that work on YouTube right now? What are the latest and greatest tips? Give me the top 10 and only those. Exclude everything else. And so now it's going to use this particular niche piece of content to actually generate this information for me so that I can understand, okay, what do I need to focus on to grow my YouTube channel? And so these are the top 10 right here: content optimization through SEO, crafting compelling thumbnails. And that's something I need to work on. Like, thumbnails require a lot of effort and resources, and man, it's just burning me out. Implementing audience engagement techniques, strategically satisfying the YouTube algorithm. And so this is a great list based on this particular piece of content. But let's just say that you wanted to quickly create an explainer video for your audience, or just to give you an idea of what your video content might look like. Then it's very possible that you could just take your sources and then you can create video overview. And so if you look over here in the left-hand column, there are several documents that I've uploaded about Facebook content monetization, a masterclass that I'm putting together, and other different things, right? And there are several video overviews over here. But if I click this one, you will see that it's going to open up. And once again, I can download this video and play it for you right now. NotebookLM has created a 7-minute video titled The Facebook Creator's Final Chapter. If I wanted to, I could take this entire video, the outline, everything about it, and then I could recreate this. It's a great way for you to actually not only learn, process your own ideas that you've uploaded to NotebookLM, but to also get an idea of how your content might potentially look. Because just like I said, I can actually sit and watch this video, and then I can determine if this is a good format for the video that I wanted to create before I actually create the video. It's a great way to prototype your content, especially when you're dealing with high resource or high effort pieces of content like video. Like now, I could have prototyped this particular video before I actually recorded it, and then I could have cleaned it up and made it so much more smoother and saved so much more time in the original production of this piece of content, which would have also saved me so much more time on the back end of post-production when I'm editing and so forth. So this is a great tool right here. You can also take these videos and embed them within your long form content. So let's say that you have a YouTube channel about Facebook. You create an introduction of about 1 to 2 2 minutes. And then you drop this video right here in the middle of it. It's giving everybody the information they want. It's giving it to them clean, crisp, no fluff. And then you close out with an introduction. You upload it to YouTube. You will get paid for that video. We're going to go back to our brand Bible notebook. Now what we want to do is uncheck this, and we want to make sure that we have the personal brand Bible checked. And then we want to run this prompt right here using only the selected document. And we don't even have to say that. I'm going to take this out of the prompt. Write 4 concise prompts I can paste into Chat GPT for 1, a 1-panel infographic, 2, a sit-slide carousel visual spec, 3, a quote card, and 4, a thumbnail concept. Include palette, typography, composition notes, and a 1-line headline. Ground any claims or numbers in this document and list citations afterward. If information is missing, mark need and do not invent. And then we want to send the prompt over. Now, the reason NotebookLM is the best place for you to generate prompts for content that you're going to create with Chat GPT-4 or image generation is because NotebookLM is only going to write the prompts based on your brand. Now, NotebookLM cannot create images, and Google's Gemini Imagine 4, even though they just have a recent update, it is not better than Chat GPT-4 or image generation. I did a 6 or 7 image comparison, and it's not even close. Chat GPT-4 or image generation is still the best. But let's just take this first prompt. Let's open Chat GPT, paste it in, and press enter. I'm going to come back to NotebookLM. I'm going to get this quote card prompt because a lot of people like these for Facebook. You get paid more for pictures. This is a great way to create on-brand content that you can post on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, TikTok, anywhere. And it's always on brand. It's always based on your documentation. And so here we see a very good infographic, Unlock Your Brand's Worth, the creator economy opportunity, the core problem. This is confusion right here. They don't know how to monetize their personal brand effectively. The result, a lack of clarity, self-doubt, and inaction. The philosophical problem, big tech platforms profit from creators while creators struggle to earn a fair income. I've been saying this for 4 or 5 years now. Then we have success. This is clarity. I love how Chat GPT-4 or image generation actually did these graphics right here. A profitable, scalable personal brand, financial freedom, and control over their 480 billion by 2027. Source is spelled source from like course with the C. Industry reports 86% of creators view themselves as entrepreneurs. So this is great. I absolutely love this. I could take this, post it on Facebook, write a caption with it. It's good to go. Everything is always going to be on brand, and I don't even have to put a lot of thought into it like I would if I was doing this inside of Chat GPT. Because even when you're using a Chat GPT project, Chat GPT still goes beyond those documents at times. But with NotebookLM, it's a sealed vacuum. You can force Gemini to build your brand. And I don't think people appreciate that enough. So let's say, for instance, if I open up my YouTube studio and I come to this video right here, how to create a full online course with ChatGPT. And let's say I want to get the transcript of this video, then all I have to do is go to watch it on YouTube. And if you look right here where it says transcription and summary, I have this Chrome extension called Glass that is absolutely a beast. But the number one thing we're going to use it for right now is to simply copy the transcript from my video. So now that I've copied it, I can close this down, and I'm going to come back to NotebookLM, and I'm going to say something like, this was a very good video that performed well for me. I would love to create an updated version based on the new capabilities and landscape of artificial intelligence. Can you identify the core concepts in this video, what made it so valuable to people, and outline it in full detail so that we can explore it further? Now, what I'm afraid of is that I won't be able to actually paste that video here because it's rather long. So I think what I have to do is click add, and then I do copy text. And here is where I can paste the actual video, insert, uncheck my personal brand Bible, and then I run my prompt. And now the prompt is only interacting with this video outline. So once it's done, I'm going to click save to note. I'm going to convert note to source. and then I'm going to unclick the original video. And so now, what's the best follow-up video? The previous video's success stemmed from its ability to provide a clear, repeatable workflow for building a full flagship online course quickly and efficiently using AI. It addressed the pain point of struggling to format knowledge for easy sharing and transformation, promising speed by suggesting an entire course built out in a full day. The core value was in demystifying AI for practical use by combining Chat GPT for content creation with Canva for bulk slide creation. And then it gives me some potential follow-up videos. AI-powered course enrichment, elevating content beyond basic slides. From AI course to AI launch, marketing and monetization strategies, advanced AI prompt engineering for hyper niche course content. And so these particular titles, they're good for ideas, but they would not be the final titles I actually went with. But let's go back and select the original video, unselect this one, and then let's ask it, watch what happens to this too. Let's say that I wanted to turn this into a playlist. What 10 videos would be on this list? Now I have a playlist of videos that I can create based on that one particular video. If I wanted to just double down and say this video works so well, let me create more videos around this video and cluster them together and just keep making these videos until they stop working. But let's come to the top and click refresh. We're going to click continue. And once you refresh it, all those notes that you didn't convert to a source in the studio have disappeared. We're going to uncheck this one. We're going to choose our personal brand Bible. And then we're going to say, write a customization prompt that is short, concise, and to the point that will allow a chatbot to think like me. Period. Assume that the personal brand Bible MD document is my brain, and I want to capture it in 3 to 5 sentences. And the reason we're asking NotebookLM for this prompt is because it's only going to write the prompt based on this document. So embody Corey McClain's strategic guide. Focus on empowering creators and solopreneurs to monetize their personal brands via AI-powered step-by-step systems. Prioritize simple, effective strategies for financial freedom and sustainable online business growth, always delivering practical, results-driven guidance. So all we have to do is copy that. And then what I want you to do is click on these configuration toggles in the top right corner, and then you want to choose custom. Paste this prompt in and click save. And now the conversation is going to go forward and is going to think like you. What's the number one thing we can teach content creators about NotebookLM that will help them achieve their goals online? Based on the provided sources, the term NotebookLM is not mentioned. Therefore, I cannot identify the number one thing to teach content creators about NotebookLM that would help them achieve their online goals, as there is no information about it provided in the provided personal brand Bible MD document. So now what I'm going to do is add in the transcript for this video, and I'm going to ask it, what do you think is going to be the number one thing that actually changes the way content creators create content and monetize their content to save time, be more efficient, and find success based on this video outline? They haven't watched the video yet, but I'd like to know what you think they are going to find the most value with from this video outline about NotebookLM. We're going to unselect the personal brand Bible, and we're going to send the prompt over. And now NotebookLM is going to tell us what it thinks you are going to find the most valuable piece of information in this video. The number one thing that will fundamentally change how content creators approach their craft to save time, be more efficient, and ultimately monetize more effectively based purely on this NotebookLM video outline is the unified AI-powered step-by-step system for generating diverse, on-brand content rapidly and consistently. And so if you found value in this video, let me know what you think was the number one thing that actually stuck out to you, that you see as something that's going to help you generate better content faster without losing quality and get better ideas for more creative content that stands out online and provides value to your audience. And if you got value out of the video, make sure you hit the like button and help me with the algorithm. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And as always, take care, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.